Strategic city builders, this is the game for you. If you love military things, you are going to love Kaiserpunk. It is very in-depth, so let's just check it out and you can see for yourself. This looks like the start of our little city from a little ruined village. So we're going to use all of the resources that's happened because of war, and we're going to make our own new place. So let's start. Welcome to the world of Kaiserpunk. And we need to basically work out how everything goes through the basics. Next, we need to build some little shelters for our guys down here. I assume it's R to rotate, like most games. I'm assuming there's little roads. They have a roof over their head and they're now happy. Buildings need connection to our headquarters. I've built some roads. There we go. Roads. Green. What are these? Depot for transport. Quarry and dirt road. Dirt road will do nothing fancy. Let's just drag that out in a big line to start with. Now that's done, we need to build roads every time is basically what he's saying. Our men have located some ruins near position. It seems they're repairable and we might be able to use them if we repair them. This is where it's telling us to go over here. Command is all the way over here. We're getting closer. Oh, is that little animals? Oh, it's a bear. Hello, bear. So these are our little villages that need repaired. So we will repair them. Takes 10 hours. We will repair this one as well, I guess. That's them both fully built. Connect them. So let's click on that and let's drag over it with the V, I assume. That's the move button. Click on it and take it back to base. Rotate it round. 1, 2. And where was the other one? Can we just click on this? Easy. And then can we go shoot back? Ta-da! There we go. New buildings. Our workers are happy. They have proper care. They're not able to feed themselves, so we need to now get some production of vegetables. I want to put down a road first. I feel like we don't want to box ourselves in. It's always really good to have loads of roads. Cultivation buildings. What's this? Farm. Forester. Farm. Does we need to worry about if the grass is green or not? I have no idea. So we could just stick it in the back of these houses, I assume. I don't know if there's things to plop in these little tiny spaces. And we need to do a depot now, I think, in the roads. Ta-da! And it's because this little guy needs them. So we will plop you relatively close. Not too close, not too far. I'm assuming other buildings might need you if it's logistical support. We need to produce some vegetables. Can we get any closer? This is as close as we can get to these little guys, it seems like. Which is not actually too bad. We can see them working away. There is some people walking around. Oh, it's a dog. It's a German Shepherd. Still not produce vegetables. Is that what you're going to do? He's got some vegetables. He's taking them back to here. I'm pretty sure you could have got someone to run across with these boxes. Right, they can feed themselves and their families now. Always good. Now we need to look at making sure we have some materials so we can expand our growing village. So we need plywood. So that means going in here and into this, which is the forester. So we need some trees. Can we plop this next door? Green. There we go. And then construct a lumber yard according to this bit up here. Click on this and we do this one too. I feel like we might back ourselves into a weird corner with the roads though. I don't really know what we can put in odd shapes like this, so it's not something I particularly want to do. We need one of these to produce lumber. Really should keep this advisor open. You are not working. Not enough resources. Why not? Why is there not enough resources? We have some more cars. I'm hoping one of these come and take the little wood to the guys. One's doing plywood. One's doing lumber. Are you just like... Where are you going? Where are you going? You're going here. So they should be happy, I assume. In a second. As it goes. Oh, look, there's little particles coming out, and that's quite smart. Oh, there's a little guy. This is really cool, actually. So now we need to, looks like a skill tree for complex production chains we need to study. Right, so up here, dashboard, into the thinky thing. And so this is a skill tree for living. We need to, what's this? We need a bush head. We get bush hedges and stuff. Make it nicer. Agriculture. The next one would be to get producing cotton. More mechanized farming. That's kind of cool. So there's definitely stuff we can work towards that'll help. That's handy to know. Our little villagers are now looking for some newspaper, so we need to give them some electricity to start that production train. So into utilities, we will produce a windmill. Everything needs roads, so I don't know if we could. That would leave a weird square there. Oh, we're gonna get ourselves in such a weird square situation, aren't we? I'm gonna leave, we need 2 of them. So I'm gonna leave a bit there. And then I'm going to do a road so we can connect this. I'm not sure what we're going to put along there, but we could potentially, if we wanted, put in some more windmills, I guess. There we go. That's like a really big square that's all mounted up now. Okay, now we need to do a substation. Where's that under? Electricity substation. Also a square. Nice. Beside the road. Sweet. So it says up here, if we manage to make our citizens happy and give them a bit of luxury, we get more tax income. And we need to make sure we have enough water and electricity, as it can't function without them, which fair enough. And water is gained by building water pumps on water deposits. And electricity is windmills. So what's a cellulose building is the next thing it wants us to do. Into here. What are you? Oh yes, we're making newspapers, aren't we? Do these make people angry with the pollution? That's what I'm wondering. There's not been anything, but I suppose post-war nobody really is caring that much. But we have that down. Not enough stuff, which will happen soon. We don't have enough water. How do we get utilities? Is there a water? Oh, we just haven't unlocked that yet. Fair enough. Now to make that sure that does its thing, we're going to do the magical thing of increasing speed, and hopefully that'll happen. It is September the 5th, 1919 now. Now we need to build a paper mill. Right, we're going to put this on pause. It's not on the fast speed. Right, paper mill. So there we go. Ooh, that is a big chunky building. You fit in really nicely there. And when that's doing that, I think we might actually need more farms and stuff. No, we've got bricks. We've got concrete, glass. We've got some plywood. I was thinking that we are overusing this, but it seems okay. We have more electricity than when you're using. We just need to wait for this little thing to start working at the paper production. Right, next up is the printing press. Where can we slide this in? Gonna get really messy. I feel like I want to put you there. Not sure why. We've probably made it more complicated for us. We're gonna build a road here regardless. I wonder if we can actually maybe slip a few houses into there, because I think they were not too big, and I don't think they complain. I hope they don't complain. I don't know what we're gonna fit in here. Maybe more windmills if we need them later on. There we go. We've established our newspaper. The news selection is limited, but people are happy. They can read something. Now we can concentrate on bread. Let's make another field. Let's plop you over here. And we need a building for flour. If we keep it near here, will this fit in? Nothing fits in here. Why did I make the decision to move this? This was a terrible choice to put this here, it seems. Flour mill. Flour mill. That is you. You are being built. How are you guys working over here? 8 of 8. Can we upgrade you? Upgrade. Nope. Power machinery. Costs. Let's do some of this. Let's do some of this. Let's get some powered machinery. We have enough of that resources. So there we go. There's an upgrade. We can do that all around, I think. Hopefully that makes them a little bit happier, as well as they can be, I suppose. We need to build more housing, actually, so that'll be half the problem. I did think about that earlier, didn't I? Living. I think it's just labourers, so we'll plunk a whole heap of them down. We need water, though, that's the problem. Bakery produces bread. Let's stick you in here. We are getting very desperate for water. Everybody needs everyone has sadness. We all need water. Water is probably what's going to kill us in this tutorial before we even get started anywhere. Now they have bread. They're grumbling soon enough. Now they're asking for something to lift their spirits. New clothes is what they're after. Finally, we can do a water pump. Where can we put it? Oh, that's quite far away, isn't it? Oh, there's a closer one. Oh, that's much closer. We're going to plop one here. One. Is this what goes near them when they're happy? And we need, obviously, the road for the dirt track. And then we build up here. Ta-da! Build more housing to accommodate more people. But I don't have enough people. And everybody needs water. Now we need a cotton field. It's all getting much already. I'm loving this, actually, to be honest. I love a good city builder. Right, let's flip you round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that's happy. We're now getting some water. Happy people. Now cotton field. For their clothing. Cotton field. We'll do it here. I suppose we'll need a manufacture area and then the farming area, which is fine. And then that has to be building. We could probably get another water pump, but I don't know if we need another one. How much are we using? Produced. Use. It would not let us continue working until there's a little water tower down. So there is one next to the wind power. So everybody is now happy making some cotton for some clothing, which is good. And now we get to make a weaver. There we go. Right next door. Can't complain if you're right next door. Right, let's spin you around. See, they've got weird shapes. Nothing is consistent. It's like Tetris. Right, we'll plop you there. Not my preferred. We're running out of electricity now, so it's now electricity time again. Oh, they're happy they got some clothes. Now it's time to start trading. This time we are going to trade in some alcohol and give them some plywood instead. So we're going to build a market, which is over here. It's a massive building. Everything is so big from all directions. Do we need the road? Happy days. We need to sell some plywood. How do we do that? Upgrades. Trading. Right. So select resources to trade. We are going to trade. Where's plywood? Up here. Plywood. Oh, there we go. I think we're trading it. I'm not 100% sure. I wanted to get some more farm stuff down. We need more power though, don't we? Utilities. Where is our little windy mill? Seems we have sold the plywood, so let's go in and buy some ale. So we need to find the ale, which is here. There we go. Please buy our ale. Do we have any money? Yeah, we got loads of... We're making stonks. Money is not the problem. Money is definitely not the problem. I don't think I've ever said that in a game, to be honest. Gotta make sure we understand how the trades work, as they're gonna change, but not very quickly. So now we have some alcohol stockpiled, which is handy. And there we go. Chapter 2, the calm before the storm. So it looks like there has been a major war in this little village that was beside us earlier. They have blown up the bridge and our lookout was murdered. So we now have to think about war and what to do. So we're going to open that world map, as it says. Familiarized yourself with the layout of the world. It's time to assemble the troops and deal with the threat. In order to properly defend ourselves and neutralize the threat, we need equipment. But we need to build a base so they can basically do what they need to do. So let's build a military base. I'm assuming we're doing it here. What? This is when my knowledge of city builders go right out the window. So, advisor, Army units do not fall from the skies or magically appear in Kaiserpunk. In order to field an army, you have to establish a military base. There is aviation, which rule the skies, the navy, and ground units. Each battalion can host 8 different of these units. So we could create an entirely infantry battalion, or we could go with some artillery and some tanks and make a combined one. And we've got to make sure that our little guys do not fight with sticks and stones. So we have to make sure we have a production chain of the resources they need in the military. Because if we don't, we will be penalized and our guys will not fare so well. So construct a military base. I'm assuming this is where we live. Because there's nothing else on the map. Let's go over to America and everything. Back to our own little world. We need to build a military base now. Can we? We all need to be close to this guy, don't we? Everything is so weird shaped. Is this perfect? This is fate. This is perfect. Men have been mustered and the army is ready. Now to give the marching orders. To do that, we have to press on the army card on the world map and choose a region. Open the world map. Okay, we click on this and then 1st Battalion and deploy. We'll see what happens when they get deployed. There we go. Our little army is marching towards their destination. And when they have assembled, they will act under my order. Apparently now we are in capable hands of our military advisor. Ta-da! We're being attacked. I don't know why I went to die there. That's not a good thing. We're being attacked by Central Europe. How do we wish to proceed? To battle? I think. Who are we? There you go. Pew pew. We're shooting apparently. I don't know what our guys are doing. I assume they're our guys. We're victorious. Now we have defended our region. I'm assuming we'll have to do that quite a lot. So now we need to go back to our city, I'm pretty sure. And we need to look at the natural resources we have. So we can have some coal and I think that's iron. And well, apart from water, we'll find lots of different ores and where we can extract them from. Our industry relies on them and we need to keep them, and without, well, the resources, we can't do anything. And the resources don't last forever. They are finite. So let's build an iron mine with all that in mind. Click on there. Where is an iron mine? There is one pretty... Oh, I was going to say pretty close. It is close. That's literally right on top of us. How is everything else doing? We're good with power. We're all right with water. Got some plywood. We've got some labor. We've got loads of cash. Loads and loads of cash coming in. Can we start maybe buying stuff to make them happy? I don't know. I suppose we are in the middle of this tutorial, so I'm not sure what we can do. That is the mine being built. We'll fast forward the time and hopefully manage to get it to work a little bit faster. There's no deposit nearby. Oh, depot, not a deposit. Right, we need another one of them. Transport building, depot. Oh, everything's going weird. There's not enough space. Oh, never mind. That was a grump too early. There we go. We have a deposit. Why do I keep calling it deposit? A depot. There we go. Depot. One little depot. He's made. The guys are running around. Happy days. The coal mine. Now we need to do the coal mine. Where is the closest to us? In the opposite direction. Of course it is. Place we have not built up to. We can just do a direct road. How do we know what the food is? But surely they would get pretty grumpy. Just because they're in a very bad time in their life does not mean we can't give them a little bit of happiness. There we go. There you go, guys. You can have some grass. We will get you... They all need these things. Right. Now we need to build a zinc mine. I wonder how far away this one is. The closest... Oh, that's actually... Oh, no. I was going to say that's far away. But it's not too bad. Right. There's a zinc mine. At least these guys have a really big working circle. They are covering a lot of traffic. There we go. And a copper mine. There we go. One close copper mine. For once, everything's kind of close. One here. Build it down. There we go. Let's give you one of the things. You are... I should know where this is by now. There we go. Close enough. Now we need to start constructing a smelter. Where do we want the stinky stuff to be? Let's pull up one here. One here. No power substation. Oh, we need to do power. I keep forgetting about that things. It's like the tiny stuff. Power substation. There you go. What's wrong with you? Insufficient workforce. We need more peoples. So we are definitely expanding. So we also probably need to get more farm as well. So laborer, we're going to plop you 1, 2. Oh, we need wood. We're doing the thing. We are now starting to get to the point where we are fighting with ourselves. Another little forester built. We'll stick it out here. We will maybe get 2 of them. Let's change this from steel to being brass. There we go. It takes 5 zinc and 3 copper. And we need to make sure they're working. What is wrong with you? Nope, nothing is working. You are all happy. We need to now make some manufacturer housing. We were actually a little bit ahead of the game earlier when we put in these fancy houses down here. So maybe we should move these guys. We're going to build you some fancy houses over here. We're going to live over here. I'm assuming they're going to cry because they need water though. Come on. See, we need wood. We're now waiting on wood. The last house is in. New faces in the city eager to work. They are skilled workers and we can count on their efficiency. Without further ado, we need to build factories. We can start with the arms production. Let's pop a little bit of our military factories down now. Do we want them beside the houses? Probably not. That takes a lot of wood, which is we do not have. We are constantly waiting on this wood. I thought I had built more trees, but it doesn't seem to be making it very quickly. It's maybe just not got enough going on in the production factories, to be honest. I think that's half the problem. They're not getting there quick enough. So that's maybe just not designed very well on my part, because obviously this is still meant to be the tutorial, and it's definitely in-depth. What's wrong with you? You have problems, do you? No, you're making food rations. Cool. We need to build 2 of you, though. So 1, 2. And now this factory has to make little handguns, army rations, handguns. There we go. Our industrial revolution has begun. The supplies should be available shortly. We now need to make one of these factories for all of our bullets. So let's stick that here, I hope. Are we close enough? I think we are. And we need to make sure it's working. Not enough production resources, but the little guys, I'll be in pretty quickly. I bet it's him. There we go. And now we get to look at the vehicle factories. So we can make some little tanks. I say little tanks, massive tanks, probably. You know what? We're probably going to put this one in here because it takes a lot of space. And also it's going to take up a lot of our wood. So let's plop it here. Repair a building. There is a building over here which has tanks. I wonder if we're going to be able to sneaky over to this little base and see what we can do. It's going to take 50 of the personnel, which we just don't have, which we need to get more of. What do you mean there's 75 unemployed? I think that minus 75 actually means we need 75 more of them to do all the stuff we've asked them to do. So let's plop down more manufacturing houses. Right, we need to make sure our vehicle factory now makes some tanks. So they are making this production queue. Let's make some tanks. And now, because we have enough of our manufacturer helps, we're going to see if we can go over to this little place again. There we go. Is that our guys just automatically going in? Just nicking all the stuff. Ripping it apart. Now we need to train an army unit to use the tanks. Open dashboard. Let's have a little look. Where in going buildings overview? Stock. There we go. Stock. I want to see what's in stock. I want to check our flour. We've got in stock. Food in stock. So we definitely have food and flour. That's what I was worried about. There's loads of stuff. Lumber. We do not need 1k of lumber. We got some machine guns. We got some paper. Can we put a pause on the paper if we're not using it? Do we need that much newspaper right now? I feel like some of that wood could be going to other stuff. So can we just pause it? How do we pause it? Pause with the pause button, obviously. Now we have to train people though. What are you? Oh, it's our battalions. How did you come here? I can't even remember. Every unit is deployed. Awaiting orders. Units. Infantry tank. There we go. They're training them. So we have some normal little guys, and we also have some tank guys. Now that you're trained, let's deploy them. So it's going to take an hour to deploy them to the front lines, and we'll see where it goes from there. How's the rest of our little world doing in the meantime? We definitely have enough money. Money is not the issue. Labor, there's unemployed. There's unemployed normal people. We can do loads much more jobs for these guys. I feel like we could be putting more more food into this. So we're gonna do that. Oh, maybe not. They can hear our thunderous roars and they're afraid of us. Speaking of fear, our governor person wants to have a word with us. Now we get to attack the West Balkans apparently. So I'm assuming that it's a world map. Click on this. What do? Move our tank guys here. There we go. We go pew pew. And I think that's us now. Build region upgrade. Propaganda bureau. Do we click on upgrade propaganda bureau? So we can add stuff. So can we do this with the same here? Upgrade this. Let's add airbase, tax office, a farming center. Let's say a mining site. Oh, it costs plywood. We don't have plywood. Takes 6 days, so we don't have any upgrades. So there we go. We've done what I need to do, haven't we? Or does it take time? Construction. We've got an hour left. There we go. And done. With the propaganda bureau in the place and our army, we should make people see our way of life. And now it's time for chapter 3. There's been a declaration of war by the headhunters. Oh, the enemy gave a declaration of war. They are called the Headhunters, and they express their desire to court-martial all of us for disobedience, dissertation, and following an unsightly end by the firing squad. Lovely. At least they had the decency to issue a formal declaration of war, apparently, after they bombed us. We need to eliminate this threat before it damages us. So we will fortify and we will fix. Build a garrison in the region of the anti-air in Central Europe. So I'm assuming that means we go back to our world map. Add garrison type. Let's do the anti-air. Now we need to reach social pillar level 1. That looks complicated. Is that one of the skill tree things? I wonder. Is that research level? No, I don't think it is. How? Diplomacy panel? Neutral, hostile. We don't like you, sir. Right. I never really thought of this place as much, to be honest. There we go. We now have to pick a social thing. We are a city of a nation state. So we'll get some development points and infantry attack. And I guess we can enact a policy as well. So we're now a nation state. And now we've got to trade some tanks. But you know what, guys? This video is getting really, really long at this point. And honestly, there's so much to cover. We're going to leave it right here. I think this has given a very, very good overview of the complexity that this game holds. If this is a game that you're interested in, it is far more in depth as more than a city builder. It's definitely a military strategic game as well, which is definitely heavily focused on. So if that's your kind of thing, then do check out this game. It looks like a lot of fun. I am actually looking forward to spending some more time off camera, just getting to grips with everything. There is a lot of stuff to learn, and I feel like it would be very easy to get lost in the whole process. But until next time, guys, make sure you do leave a comment down below. It helps out the channel. Hit that like button and subscribe as well. And I'll talk to you next time. See you later, guys. Bye.